Thanks for listening to the AC12 podcast, proudly presented by Little Caesars. Code 1099 bundle, classic pepperoni or cheese pizza, crazy bread, or then 2-liter soda for $10.99. Code LCFREECC. Free crazy combo with any pizza purchase. Now, joined by the man of the hour, Ali Farhang. Now, Ali, before we get started, was Little Caesar, was he Persian?
No, man, Little Caesar was Greek. We had many battles, but I like the pizza.
I was going to say, yeah. Did you guys win the battle, but say you will give us good pizza?
I mean, we won the battles when we took the pizza.
Yeah, I was going to say you just took it from your
That's how you roll. That's how the Persians roll, buddy.
Yeah, I get it, man. There's no other version once you go Persian. I get you.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah, that's what they're saying. Okay, now we got a lot to get to this show. We are joined by the great Ali Farhang. You can catch him and Spears and Ali Monday through Friday, 7 to 9 on 1490. You can find him being a bigwig lawyer. You can find him helping out with the Sugar Skulls, all that stuff. What's your role? What's your role with the Sugar Skulls now?
Well, I've just become one of the majority owners with a guy named Edmund Marquez.
Oh yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah, Edmund's the best, and we have created a board of governors of not about 10 local Tucsonans, you all know, that have an interest in the team. So it's truly a Tucson team. And I think you're going to see a lot of cool things come out of it.
All right. Now you've got to listen. I always say this about Ali. Ali's one of these guys like Matt Muehlbach. Everything he touches, he's very good at. Whether it's talking, whether it's litigation, whether it's but Ali, you really outdid yourself on something here. And Cody, do we have this clip? Do we have this clip, please?
I gotta load it. Come back to it in a few minutes.
All right. Well, we got a clip here. You know what? That's called a tease. Because we want to give Ali full credit from what he said back in the day. But first, Ali, let's talk about it. Arizona football, my friend. Again, I don't want to steal so we'll put that in a second. But Ali, you were very out of front about that this was going to be a good football team. What did you see that morons like me didn't see?
Well, I think that the perception of our head coach was a totally false narrative. And the guy cares immensely. I thought he made some really difficult choices. I mean, I'll give you an example. Getting rid of Dino Babers and bringing in Seth Dagey and really taking away play calling from Dino midway through last season. I mean, you and Shear are really good buddies. Can you imagine if you're like, Jason, you're just not cutting it anymore and I got to bring on Justin Spears instead of Jason Shear? That'd be a very difficult decision. I like the guys they got in the transfer portal. I thought they were much more engaged in the community in the offseason. And I kind of posed this question today on Spears and Ali. I'm going to pose it to you, Mike.
What do you got?
Where this program is now, what they accomplished this year on the football field, 9-3. What they accomplished off the field, engaged with the community, a great coaching staff, great players. They love Tucson, a pretty damn good recruiting class that was announced yesterday in the early signing period. If you can't be happy now as a Wildcat fan, then you don't love Christmas. I don't know what to do with you, man. I mean, the program is on good footing, not just for what we did this year, but for the future. And college football, man, is professional football. It has been for a while. And I like Arizona's philosophy because good teams in the NFL do this. They draft and they developed. Arizona recruits from high school and they develop. And then they fill in the little gaps with NFL free agency, which we do in college with the transfer portal.
Right.
That's how you run a successful college football program in today's day and age, especially at a school like Arizona. And Brent Brennan and everybody's doing an excellent job.
Yeah, see, I don't understand why people would actively root against Brent Brennan. I've never understood that at all. He's a good dude. And like I said, no matter what you think of him before the season, whatever, I always said it. I said it a million times, and it looks like I'm on the verge of being it. I want to be wrong about Brent Brennan because he is a good dude. And I always tell Ben Theanis, kind of his right-hand man, I said, you guys are winning in the game of life, which matters immensely in this. He's engaged in the community now. And again, he's doing things the right way. We should all want to be wrong about about Brent Brennan. And so far it's looking like that. I don't understand that. And I always say this, Ollie, I'm going to let you in a little secret about Mike Luke. I have rooted against Arizona football before.
Against Nebraska?
No. Well, I mean, it depends. Back in, yeah, that's fair. All right, fair enough. But yeah, let's not go there. Kevin Sumlin at the end, I wanted Arizona to lose games. I know that sounds bad. I didn't want him back. I just had to move on from it. It was just not a good experience. I just needed to basically cleanse everything from that so we could get a new coach in here. That's the only time I've ever rooted against him. But there was obvious reasons for that as well. None of those reasons are apparent with Brent Brennan. And the thing about, like you said, too, he made some tough decisions. And the other thing, too, that I don't get is when people say, like, they're like, oh, well, that's the coordinators. That's not him. No, he gets 100% credit for the coordinators. He hired the coordinators. Just like he's going to get blamed for Dino Babers last year. You can't blame him for Dino Babers and then not give him credit for Danny Gonzalez and Seth Daggy. It doesn't work that way, Ollie.
100%. And I'm going to help you kind of get to the ultimate destination that you're hoping to get to, which is you and anybody else that you are wrong. I mean, You guys don't even need to, there doesn't need to be an open question. And how great is it that we have a football coach and not one Arizona fan that knows what they're talking about is even worried that Brent's going to go take one of these thousands open jobs.
Right.
This guy wants to be here. This guy wants to build a program here. We're just really fortunate. And, frankly, there's, that little thing they call, I don't know, culture or good vibes or, whatever it is, right? It's like the Supreme Court back in the 70s. I think it was a New York Times case. One of the justices says, I can't describe what pornography is, but I know it when I see it.
Correct.
I know it when I see there's a team that's got a really good culture and they've got the good mojo going. This team has it. And, okay, he's got a defensive coordinator that calls defense, an offensive coordinator that calls offense, special teams guy. But culture comes from the top. That comes from your head coach. So whatever that is, whatever it is, I see it. I know it when I see it. And think about this, Luke. 2 years ago, we had the same kind of good juju, good mojo, those good vibes. Everybody was feeling good. Brent Brennan got it back. We have it back now after 1 year.
Right.
So, and like I said, if you cannot be happy, grateful, appreciative as a Wildcat fan now, I don't know if there's anything that's going to make you happy.
You're looking to be upset about things. You're just looking to be offended. One thing I will say as well, the only person I ever wanted fired was someone. I don't believe in calling for people to be fired. I've always felt this, and that when you call for somebody to be fired, there's a lot of different stuff that goes in there as well. It's not just the coach and his family. It's a support staff. You got a billion different things. So when people willy-nilly say, oh, I want someone fired, I want them out, this or that, there's a lot that goes into that beyond just what you're watching on a football screen. So that's always something that,
Yeah. That's your guy, Ben Thenis. That's Tobruk, who works on a lot of stuff that guys do in the community. That's Geiska and Fletcher, who run their player development
staff. I mean, all kinds of
everybody. It's everybody, right?
All right.
By the way, do we ever want to give thanks to the team up north for putting it on us on that one game? Because I don't think if we don't get beat 70-7, if we get beat 27-13, I think Kevin Sumlin comes back for another year.
And that's why when it was 14-0 less than a minute into the game, and I'm not kidding, it was 14-0 less than a minute in the game, I was just saying, pile that one on, man. Pile that one on. I didn't want a 27-14, and if somebody's mad about me, I don't care. Ollie, we need to give you full credit now. We have a video, and we are going to talk about what Ollie saw that many others didn't. All right, Cody, go ahead and play it. Guess I'll take Baylor. I didn't know that.
Is it in Waco or in Tucson?
Oh, it's in Tucson. Oh, back the A, baby.
Yeah.
All right.
Arizona really
hell yeah.
has an awesome game.
8-3. And then Arizona against Arizona State. Rivalry game. You go in Arizona 9-3, Ollie, and maybe we're on the verge of the college football playoffs.
Arizona 83, ASU 2.
Oh, I love it.
That's only because we took a kneel. We were at the 1 yard line. We kneeled, and Noah went a little too far. It wasn't even Noah; it was the backup quarterback.
Yeah.
And he's like, I wasn't paying attention. I gave him 2. So 83-2 Arizona.
So Ollie has Arizona at 9-3 on the season.
What do I do? Right there.
Brent Brennan, Brent Brennan is the national coach of the year if that happens. I think. All right, perfect. Ollie, talk about it. The floor is yours, my friend. You called 9-3.
All right, let me do that.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, I mean, Spears can tell you I make fun of preseason rankings, preseason lists because it's done by a bunch of media guys that don't know what the hell they're talking about. I mean, you're telling me the Baylor right guard is on your preseason all Big 12 team. Have you watched him play in a game? You have
Right.
no idea what you're talking about. You don't know how the season's going to shake out. You don't know who's going to be good, who's going to be bad. We had a feeling that the team up north would be okay. BYU's always tough, Iowa State, and of course Texas Tech. But I thought that we were 4-8 last year, and if we had Ja'Cory, Krosky, Merritt, I think we would have won 6 games.
Would that have merited a couple more victories?
I think so. Speaking of the school up north, thanks for that. But he's doing good with the Washington C words.
Yeah.
But I just thought we had more depth. I thought going to steal a word from you. I like the girth up front. I really liked Deshaun McKnight, and he proved to legitimize my feelings. So we had more size up front. We had more depth. I thought Seth Dagey calling the offense based on what he had done at Marshall was going to be a good match for Noah. So if we could win 4 games last year where I thought things were – it was just a lot of unfortunate situations with Brent not coming in until January, missing one of the transfer portals. I thought give him a full year, the depth, the girth, a better plan on offense. Danny G exceeded all my expectations on defense. He's unbelievable. I mean, it's crazy.
He was incredible. I think you could make the case that he was the best DCer since Rich Ellerson. I mean, he was been lights out.
I mean, what is it? Like we gave up more points in the fourth quarter last year than we gave the entire second half all season.
Right. We gave up, I think this was Jordan Ham. I want to give him credit. I think we gave up 36 points in the fourth quarter all season. That's insane.
That's insane. So, I'm a U of A homer, man. I'm not going to lie to you. I made my reservation. I made a hotel reservation for the Final Four in August because I think our basketball team's going to be on the verge of winning a national championship this year. So, I mean, I'm glad I was right, and I'm glad not because I'm glad to be right. I'm glad because the people involved with our football program are good people that invest a lot of time. So I'm happy for them. It's been an awesome season, and could not be happier being a Wildcat right now.
All right, let's talk about Noah Fifita here. He deserves some kudos, but first, let's get a couple reads in here. We got to pay the bills so we can be a little bit like Ali. All right. Yeah, talk to me. All right, 88 Crime. Ali. Now, here's the deal. 88 Crime. You see something going on, and you're like, I don't want to get my hands dirty, but you know what? I want to report this to somebody. 88 Crime says, come to us, 882-7463, and it's anonymous. Pima County Attorney's Office, 88crime.org. Again, you see anything going out there? You see somebody that's like, stealing a jet or stealing something? Call it
jet.
Yeah, jet. Yeah.
You're hanging out in Tart. What are we in James Bond movies? I see somebody stealing a jet.
Or you see them like in the boneyard off of Irvington, and you're like, man, they're trying to get that thing going. Call 88 Crime. They'll don't get your hands dirty. Yeah.
Hey, you want to know a funny story? 88 Crime related. Guy walks into a Home Depot, goes into the bathroom, says, "Hey, if I were you guys, I'd clear out because I'm about to blow some sugar honey iced tea up."
Yeah.
Somebody called in a bomb threat, and he was just talking about he had to take a massive number 2.
Oh my gosh, that feeds right into it, Cody. The next read that feeds. Oh, Ollie, put a Foster Plumbing in, even if that's not. All right, now, Ollie. Speaking of blowing something up, I blow up my bathroom all the time, and then I got to bring in, plumbing and all of that stuff. Foster Plumbing, Ollie. When was the last time you clogged your toilet?
It's been a while, buddy.
All right. Well, you can be honest with that. Nobody's watching.
No, but it's been. I'm just telling you, I can't even recall last time.
Now, have you seen this front pipe right here? Nobody in the comments knows what this front pipe is and what they're trying to do in this picture. But if the front pipe isn't working, well, I don't know. Call Foster Plumbing. Well, I don't know if they can help you fix your front pipe. That's probably not good.
It's a water oscillator. It's meant to be able to make sure that you don't get too much water and the pipes going at once so that it doesn't get clogged.
Yes, it's got like Dennis Walsh says, Ollie has a finely tuned front pipe. I would certainly imagine so. Yes, coating, all of that. Gas, water, sewer repairs, 24/7 service. Because guess what? Nature doesn't just occur from 8 to 5. It happens at all times of the day, especially if you're coming home and you're arguing before the 9th Circuit or something like that. And you're like, man, I don't have to worry about something. Foster Plumbing says, I've got you taken care of. Check it out.
Were you buying what I said that front pipe was about? Because I totally made that up.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't believe that at all.
Okay, good. All right. You know me. You know me, right?
Water. That sounds like a lot of crap. Yeah.
Mike Luke and Ollie Farhan come from the same school of don't let the truth get in the way of a good story.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's far more important to me than that. Yes. All right, we got one more read. What do we got here? Okay. All right, RJ's Frozen Cactus, red hot sports and ice cold beer, baby. Home of the AZ12 watch parties. They got a huge parking lot. Ollie, this parking lot is so big that there are like helicopters and planes that just park in there in this parking lot, and they just like idle there. That's how big this parking lot is. It's huge.
Cool bar.
Yeah, it's cool. Now, go in there and you can start yourself with some of this food right there. Check it out. 4 Peaks and good food as well. Like I said, you look at it, you look at that bar. It was on Bar Rescue. No bad seats in the house. Pizza, wings, tacos, burgers, and more. 100 plus craft beers plus $2 deals. Check it out. RJ's Frozen Cactus. Red hot beer and ice cold, or red hot sports and ice cold beer. We don't want red hot beer. Okay, so check it out. Okay.
Give us an address. Where's it at?
It's off of Broadway, and I should know that. Yeah, Cody, we should actually have that in the clip. Where is it off of? RJ's Frozen Cactus.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, that's
because you said it was on Bar Rescue, and me and Spears did a Bar Rescue. I wonder if that was the place.
5769 East Speedway. No, it wasn't that.
That's not that place.
Yeah, no. Trust me, I saw that one. You and Spears were natural on that one, man. That was good. That was very impressive.
They didn't play the favorite part of the show that we walked in there, and I said, "Yeah, I'd like to buy this guy a drink. He just lost his virginity."
Yeah, his virginity.
Yeah.
For our good pal Spears. Okay, now, all right, Noah Fifita. Listen, there's very few things that I'm ever right on. I'm always going to spike the football on this one. I thought when Noah Fifita came in, I would have literally started him, and I said this before, against Mississippi State, that first game of the season. I thought he was just different. This dude is just a... Let me work backwards here for a second. I got a question for you, Ollie. You've coached a lot of really good players. Bijan Robinson, Lathan Ransom, to name a few, you know. Noah Fifita, I get that he's 5'7". I get all that. Do we think that he gets a camp invite? And would it surprise you at all if he performs well in that camp invite for the NFL?
First of all, he's a unicorn as a coach. Just a great kid that does it the right way, and he performs,
right,
which makes it even better. I said it today on my show. If Noah was 5 inches, 6 inches taller, guys like Todd McShay, Mel Kiper, all those draft, guys, they would be saying that Noah Fifita is the best quarterback in college football, and he could be the number 1 pick in the NFL draft. If he does declare, he will definitely get a camp invite. I hope he comes back.
Yeah, assuming when he does leave, that's what I mean. I would assume he comes back for sure.
Not only that, if I'm going to tell you right now, Noah comes back, Noah does get drafted by someone, and Noah sticks on a roster because the guy brings a lot to that room. And I think he could, he's like, I love it the way he puts it. I've been this height basically my whole life. I don't know how else to play. So could he be successful at the next level? Maybe in some capacity, sure.
Yeah, and the thing is, I've never seen anybody like him. And again, it was funny. We had Les on the show a while back, and Les was trying to tell me he was 5'9". I'm like, Les, he's not 5'9". He's definitely 5'8" max. I have never seen, and we love Les, I have never seen anybody that is that size that isn't an Army or a service academy quarterback that's just running and doing stuff like that is throwing the ball 40 to 45 times per game. I have never seen, even Doug Flutie was taller than Noah. Like I've never seen it. And that to me is just amazing. When you talk about his height, I can't think of anybody his height that's ever done what he's done, period.
No, and Doug Flutie was what, maybe a couple inches taller?
Yeah, but still difference between, go ahead.
Does it make that much of a difference? Doug Flutie was somewhat successful. He had a good NFL career.
He had a Pro Bowl.
I look, when it comes to guys like Noah Fifita, I never say never. I never put anything past kids like that, guys like that, because they will continue to amaze and they will continue to succeed.
Yeah. All right. So let's talk about what he's been able to do. And you could tell, and I thought it was interesting when Seth Daggy came in, he said, the first thing that I wanted to have with Noah is he said, because he's such a respectful kid, everything is yes, sir, no, sir. I understand. He said, I had to, in a weird way, kind of cut a little bit of that out of him because I wanted his input in what he's seeing. I wanted to have, yes, I'm his coach, but I wanted to have a back and forth with, because he's a smart guy. He might be seeing things that I didn't see. And he said, it took me a while to get that out of him because he's such a respectful kid. And he said, and I think you started to see that, especially the last month or so, maybe 6 weeks, where they are really on the same page now, where they're really understanding their cadence, the delicacies of what they're trying to do. And that to me is just the really cool part, is about that, watching them and watching the chemistry in which they're working with at this point, Ali.
100%, man. I mean, it was a great fit and it was a great hire. And just happy it all worked out, and happy that, I mean, we didn't have to watch one shotgun snap with Noah going back 20 yards this year. Not that I can remember.
Or the delayed handoff.
Like, I mean, it's, he got the ball out of his hands. There was a why to the play calling. There was a thought process about creating leverage for the receivers. We never strayed too far away from the run game. I mean, all in all, it's just like, how can you not give both Noah and this offense, Seth Dagey, how can you not give him an A for the season?
Well, and you know what else?
And he's the Big-12 quarterback all first team. I mean, the other coaches now, when coaches vote on things, I pay attention.
Right.
I don't pay attention when sports writers vote on things.
Yeah.
And I think that
Spears has a shot directly at Spears. We have
man. No,
beef between Ali and Spears.
He's one of the good ones. He actually does some research.
He actually watches the game. Yeah. I mean,
I told him today, I'm like, dude, you cannot not vote for Rodriguez, the middle linebacker for Texas Tech, for the Heisman. So let's see if he follows my advice. But I mean, it's just A+ all around. And the great thing is, again, it's not just like we got to this level. It's been building up for a while. This is the foundation of what this staff has built.
Yeah.
And you see the excitement around the program. It's cool to be a Wildcat again. And you know what? I've got objective evidence of that, because we got 6 4-star, whatever that means, recruits coming in. We got a great recruiting class. People are excited they want to be a part of this program. And I think that's cool as hell.
What I got to give them a lot of credit for, too, is how they overhauled the skill position, because a lot of times you don't lose a guy like T-Mac. By the way, you don't lose a guy like T-Mac and generally get significantly better at that position. But that's exactly, and that's no slight to T-Mac, because he's one of the handful of best players that's ever come through here. But you look at it, what they did, Chris Hudson, took him a while to get healthy, but now that he's healthy, he is a true number 1 wide receiver. You look at a guy like, and you look at some of the younger guys as well, from a Trey Spivey to a Gio Richardson to a, even a Chris Hunter. They're making plays, and I think what's really helped out Noah as well is that not only are they making plays for him, they're making 50-50 plays for him. It's not just the ones that are wide open, and it's given Noah more confidence. It's cool to see that symmetry as well going on. Symmetry.
Well, that's another good point you made. I mean, you can really tell a good quarterback from a great quarterback. A good quarterback will hit the guys when they're open consistently, accurately. A great quarterback throws guys open.
Right.
And more this year, I've seen Noah not just hit a guy that's got nobody around him. He was throwing guys open. And I think Chris Hudson graduates, right? So this was his last year.
He's out of here, unfortunately. But we got a lot of youngsters, though, man, that are good.
They're good. And if I want to give any advice to one of those youngsters, maybe Gio Richardson, who I think is going to be really great here at Arizona, maybe wear the number 4 next year, because he does like that number.
Yeah.
I'm
just saying.
Say, hey, look at my new number, Noah. I'm number 4.
You know what position, too, that's also cool that I'm never going to worry about as long as he's here? I will never worry about the running back room as long as Alonzo Carter is here, ever. Now, you listen, our friends up north got Krosky Merritt off the field. You can't do that all the time, though. You look at it this year. You got Ishmael Mahdi. You got Kedrick Reesano. You got Quincy Craig. And some of these guys weren't exactly, Quincy Craig ran for 500 yards and caught for 400 at Portland State. It's not like this was somebody that you just looked at and you're like, oh, no, duh, that guy's going to be good. You bring in Mahdi from Texas State. This has been a 3-headed monster that has been incredibly good, and they've all had their time this year, Ali.
Yeah, they really complement each other well, and Coach Carter did a great job kind of putting him in at different times. I thought that, again, there's a lot of really great football players out there, a lot of very good football players out there, and they play all different places, and they mature at all different times and at different levels. So we can only get FCS guys in the transfer portal, dude. I mean, just eat it. Just eat it. You know, Deshaun McKnight, some school in Tennessee, FCS. Quincy Craig, Portland State, FCS. I mean, there's a lot of good football players out there. The key is, and we talked about Geiska and Fletcher, can you identify that talent, and then can you develop that talent? And Arizona coaches have shown that they can do that, which I think is probably one of the more exciting things when you have a coaching staff that can identify and develop talent, because then you're always in it.
Well, look at Chuba. I mean, Chuba was kind of miscast on the D line. They're like, hey, come over here to the O line, and he turns into one of the better players on the entire offense. I mean,
100%.
they've done it. And you know what's also interesting? And Sheer and I talk about this all the time. We've coined the term for a guy that comes into the transfer portal and he's not good. We call it a portal potty transfer. They have had very few portal potty transfers. I mean, honestly, you look at almost everybody that they brought in across the board. You just look on the O-line. You look at DeCambra. You look at Buchanan. You look at Bounds. You look at Craig. You look at, all the wide receivers almost, your Chris Hudsons. And you look on the D-line, your McKnights, your guys like that, your Riley Wilsons. There's been next to no portal potties.
No, and, the other thing about the portal is you got to really identify, why does the guy want to leave?
Right.
Is he hungry for a higher level of competition? Okay, I want that guy. Is he hungry to play and maybe behind a couple of guys? Okay, I want that guy. But sometimes the portal is just a way for you to take on other people's problems. So you got to be really careful. So the fact that not only there's no, what do you call them? Portal potties?
Portal potties. Yes, portal potties.
So not only is it great that there's a high level of success with the portal guys we brought in, but also for those guys not to become a distraction. And, we have this saying in coaching, don't make my problem your problem. And I don't want to spend 90% of my time coaching 10% of the guys, because they're always having issues. So from a talent standpoint and from a character standpoint, Arizona coaches did a great job, or Arizona football program did a great job.
And what I got to give them a lot of credit for, too, is there was a method between what Brent Brennan did. It wasn't like he just looked at his staff and said, we got to get them all out of here. We got to stricken them all, or we got to bring everybody back and just do the same thing. He went position by position and said, I'm being able to get what I need out of, so-and-so. This will be fine. The guy that he really hung his hat on and has performed admirably this year has been Josh Oglesby. I thought last year the offensive line was a total mess. And I didn't understand, you're losing 3 high-quality guys. They got significantly better. He had a year in the system. That, to me, is one of the ones where he stood there and he's like, I'm taking Josh Oglesby, and you know what? We're going to sink or swim with him, and they're definitely swimming right now. Yeah,
and then think about the clip he played of me earlier, predicting 9-3. What if I told you back then the offensive line will be much better will be really good this year?
I thought you're full of crap.
But Rhino won't be part of that starting 5.
Right. All season.
All season.
Right.
I mean, I told you that, you wouldn't have believed it.
I would have said, take that argument to the 9th Circuit. Get out of here with that.
You'll be like, I'm drinking what he's drinking.
Yeah, no, I'll take it. I mean, yeah. But that's really what, look at it. Bounds, and a guy like Bounds was at Michigan. He never played, though. He got some scout team stuff. I mean, it was impossible to know what you would get. Buchanan played at Tech, so that was good. I mean, DeCambra, he comes in here as a guard, and they put him in at guard, and they put him in at center, and he's been good. I mean, it's been remarkable offensively, Ollie. It really
has, man. It's just again, if you can't be happy now as a Wildcat football fan, I don't think that you can be happy.
All right, we have some Steelers fans in the comments. I want to ask something about the Steelers here. Because
before you do that, I got one complaint though.
What do you got?
We got a lot of people in the chat, and I'm not giving anybody guff.
Give it to them.
I'm imploring. I'm a football guy. I go to the games. I watch the game. I sit where I sit. I shake hands with hello. Grab my food. I sit down. I want to watch the game.
Right.
And the most disheartening thing for me this year is knowing this football program is doing everything on the field that we could ask for. Seeing opposing fans in the stands 10 minutes before the game, before even half of our stadium is filled. Like that BYU game, everybody from BYU was there with 10 minutes until kickoff.
Right.
I don't know what else Arizona can do, but man, I would love it. And maybe it's nostalgia of I'm remembering things that weren't really true. But I remember going to football games, and we were a great home field, and it was hard to play at Arizona Stadium, now called Casino del Sol Stadium.
Mm-hmm.
And I just think we can bring that home field advantage back, but we need to have fans. We need tailgate guy to get off the grass and go to the stadium. We need to get our tickets. We need to be in the stands. Arizona Athletics could do some things, maybe a happy hour when the doors open till kickoff where things are not as expensive, some theatrics at the beginning of the games. But, man, we could create such a good home field here, and we used to have it. And so that's my one
I'd agree.
ask of people is just do your part. If we all just kind of do our part, get in that stadium, make sure we're sitting down 10 minutes before the game starts, it has an impact on the guys on the field.
See, and I think that's the way to go about doing it. I'm not looking to shame fans or anything like that. I'm saying we need you. That to me is a difference, because I think if you shame people, they're going to be like, well, I'm going to give you the middle finger. If you say, guys, we all need it, it's a valid ask, just like Tyler Broker just said right there, the great Tyler Broker. Now,
it's good for our community. It's good for us. And like I said, Arizona Athletics could do some stuff. I'm proposing, instead of a $9 bottle of water at the game, maybe from the doors open till the first quarter starts or midway, maybe it's $4.
Yeah,
something to incentivize people to act the way you want them to.
$1
do this together
before the game. David Adams. Oh, I like that idea a lot. Yes.
What's that?
$1 beers for 1 hour before the game. That's interesting. I like that one.
There we go.
Yeah. All right, Lan Allen. We're gonna get to Lan Allen here in just a second. Do you? Lan Allen's a booster. He gets to travel on trips. You guys might have crossed paths with each other.
Oh, I know Lane. Lane's the man. I like him very much. He's a great dude.
Lan the man. All right, we got a read coming up here. I got to get your take on something here. Lan the man is awesome. He gave me a free. Hey, did I tell you he gave me a free? Let's get the read in here right here. I'll put it up here. Did I tell you he gave me a free implant?
No, man. That's a gesture of more than family. He must love you.
No, it is. He gave me a free implant, and it was absolutely amazing. It was so good, I fell asleep during it because, I didn't hurt at all. Lan is the man. Okay, now, I got a question here, Ollie, though. We got a bone to pick here with Lan the man with the master plan. He was trying to say right here that this is his sister. I believed him. We have it on good authority. This is not his sister. What say you? What does your legal expertise say? Is this Lan the man's sister or not?
Well, I mean, this is a very handsome woman. So to say it's not a sister, I'm not implying that Lan's not a good looking dude, but come on, man. Come
on, Lan.
Yeah. Come on, man.
Yeah. All right. Now the championship package, it's for 1997. People don't know this, Ollie. I was known as the championship package in high school. Like parties, they would all just say, here comes the championship package. Guys, clear out of the way. Ladies, line up. But it's a different kind of championship package. 1997, you get a free you get a dental implant, and you get the crown for all 1997. You don't have to fly to Madagascar or like Burundi and try to get some weird deal where they're probably just going to put grease into your mouth or something. You don't have to do any of that. You go to Eris Dental, and again, Lan the man will help you out as well. They only offer necessary treatment. Ollie, have you ever been to the doctor and they try to take your tongue out and they're like, oh yeah, here it's up in your throat. We got to remove this now. It's going to be an extra $500. They don't do any of that.
Yeah, you got to know your doctor. You got to know your lawyer. You got to know your plumber.
Yeah, I mean,
my doctors don't do that. But I can tell you, if you go to Lan, I mean, just knowing who he is as a person, you're gonna get your money's worth, and you're gonna get the best possible work.
Look at this, too. 1997, Ollie. Get in right now, because if it's the championship package and Arizona basketball wins the championship, you're going to be paying $29 extra then. Get it now before we win the championship, and it becomes 2026. Check it out. Okay.
So is there any truth to the rumor that when you were in high school and they called you the championship package, and you were saying this to a woman, that Jason Shear was behind you throwing confetti?
Nah, Sheer was like, or something. Yeah, no. It's one of those things. I didn't need a hype man, because when you have the rumor and the innuendo that goes around, it just kind of happens without. I was basically free advertising for myself at that point.
You're basically a combination of Chuck D and Flavor Flav.
No, I'm amazing.
You got the power and you got the best hype man all wrapped in one.
I'm not Public Enemy, man. I am the public. Yeah. Look at that. All right. Now, Baggins. Ollie, you've been to Baggins before. This is true.
Dude, not only that, we use AZ12 often. I don't send pictures to you. I'm sorry, but at least once a week in my office.
Right.
we are using the AC12 code for a large order of Baggins.
Very,
and it's only because of you.
Yeah,
it's
thanks.
only because they're partners with you.
Are you taking care of the Trujillo family in there as well? Both spots, radio and at the law office?
I take good care of them. I always leave the station with Andrew and be like, okay, see you later. I'm going to hang out with your wife.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's my assistant for all of you in the comments, just so you know. Yeah.
It's a joke. Yeah. It's
Yeah,
not, this
it's a
isn't some championship package. Yes. All right. But either way, go to join the VIP text club. Text Baggins to 877-797-0444 for specials and deals like a BOGO Fridays. Free delivery with free ride. Check it out. Boom. Okay. Now what else we got? All right, Jesse's Tattoo Shop. All right, now what there? This is like the biggest tattoo shop in the entire city. It is huge. It is huge. And Jesse's an awesome guy. I actually found this partnership because I saw his advertisement on the back of a bus. And then I called him and I was like, hey, so we talked and we became business partners.
Look at you grinding, Mike Luke. I'm proud of you, buddy. That's the way you do it. Pick up the phone.
Dude, I had 8 business meetings this week, and I know 4 of them were from people that I don't think have any idea that they're actually going to probably advertise on the show. But it's fun to get in there and to get it. And you know what? Who knows? At some point in the game, maybe they come back and they're interested. So, it's cool. Now, but the thing about this too, Jesse's Tattoo Shop, this is a clean and sober shop. Have you ever gone in there, tattoo? I don't have any tattoos, but I've heard stories where you go into a tattoo shop and there's like a parakeet defecating over everybody and it's all, they're drinking beers and doing all that stuff. There is none of that at Jesse's. No, you're not going to see the parakeet. Or you're not going to see like a baby screaming and her diaper being changed on the tattoo table. None of that. It's professional. Wear a tattoo that speaks to your story. Jesse, they do all kinds of stuff. They do fine line. They do realism. You name it, they got it. Check it out. Boom. Okay.
Dude, the images that go through your head, it's got to be a very fascinating and interesting place being between Mike Luke's 2 ears.
Well, that's why I always stick up for Bruce Pascoe, because people are always, they're like, Mike, why do you like Bruce so much? And I said, because I'm weird and Bruce is weird. I enjoy it.
Yeah. And Bruce is a decent guy, man.
Bruce is great.
Yeah.
I do have a funny Bruce story for you. If you ever sit next to him at a game, Bruce, I've never seen this before, and I've asked him about this many times, and he doesn't get it. Bruce will sit there in the press row, and he doesn't watch the game. He watches the game on the computer. And so, but then he has his headphones in so that the crowd doesn't give away to him what just happened. And every couple games, they'll be like, Bruce, the game's actually in real time, right in front of you right there, but he won't do it. He won't do it. That's what I like about Bruce. And
he's not like the laptop's not on his lap. You guys got basically a desk and everything you need to work on in press row. Bruce is a fascinating creature, and I appreciate it very much. I like people that are they got a little bit of uniqueness to them.
Bruce makes no apologies for being Bruce, and that's what we love about Bruce. So, so that's where we're at now.
And every time we have him on and Justin asks him a question about what's your favorite food for Thanksgiving or for Christmas, Bruce he said salad, but this year he said dessert. So he upped his game.
Right. Yeah.
And he's like, oh, you always get me on this. You always take me by surprise. I'm like, Pasco, have you ever had a conversation with Justin Spears where he hasn't brought up food? He's like, well, good point. Yeah, I'm like, so why are you surprised?
You get it. And Bruce always wears untuckets as well. I always give Bruce and I have matching untuckets that I think sometime I'm going to wear. Maybe I was going to say, sometime I'm going to tell Bruce you'll wear the same untucket. So
you got to go as Bruce Pascoe for the next Halloween.
That'd be great. Yeah. Put
only for the insiders will know what you're doing.
Put like an eagle on my and say, the patriotic Pascoe. That's going to be my Halloween. Yeah. Okay. Now defensively, I was very, very worried about the defense this year, especially the girth on the D line, because, I didn't really love too much what I saw last year. But man, it just goes to show you when you scheme, when you hit, things happen. McKnight, I had no clue if this was a portal potty or a really good guy. And Ali, he has been a monster this year. Deshaun McKnight is literally the epitome to me of what this coach can do from a scouting department, because again, this was kind of an afterthought type guy.
Oh yeah. I mean, I just think the adjustments we made, and I mean, look, we were having trouble with running quarterbacks. We were having trouble stopping the run generally.
Right
now, BYU's got the Big-12 offensive player of the year. And what's his name? The running back.
Right. LJ Martin.
LJ Martin. He's awesome.
Yeah, he's
Bear Bachmeyer is a pretty good quarterback. But yeah, we had some trouble with stopping the run. But give Danny Gonzalez and that defense credit, man. Identified a problem, and they schemed up ways to limit that from hurting them as much. Even if it happened in the first half, the second half it would be non-existent. So that's a sign of really good coaching.
All right, real quick, because we have somebody in here that's also a Steelers fan, and I need to talk to you about your Steelers for a second. And again, when you're a Steelers fan, I feel that I can talk crap because you're a long-suffering Steeler fan with your 6 Super Bowls. So this is all said with the. Why do you guys keep bringing in geriatric quarterbacks?
Because we have no other choice. We tried drafting a quarterback. He ended up having like baby hands. And
was that Kenny Pickett?
Kenny Pickett, and
though you brought him back.
No, we drafted him in the first round.
Rudolph's the one. Yeah, okay, I got
Mason Rudolph, yeah. And it just turned out he didn't have it. So we tried drafting a quarterback. I mean, I thought, look, let me just tell you, as a Steelers fan, this year sucks. We suck. Our defense sucks. Our offense sucks, and somehow we're going to beat the Baltimore Ravens on Sunday because that's what it's like to be a Steelers fan.
Did you bring back Tomlin?
See, I'm a big Tomlin guy, but I'm starting to question. You know what Brent Brennan did that's really smart, and I think it's a sign of emotional security.
Wait a second. Are you promoting Brent? Are you pushing Brent Brennan to the Steelers? Is that what you're doing?
No, I'm making an analogy, Mike. Okay. Brent Brennan is perfect where he is. I don't want him to go anywhere.
Okay.
But Brent put really strong guy as the offensive coordinator, Seth Dagey, and a really strong guy, Danny Gonzalez, as the D coordinator. And he basically let them do their job. And sometimes I wonder if Mike Tomlin is too stubborn and has to have his guys around him, and he micromanages too much of what goes on.
Right.
So that's my only trepidation right now as a Steelers fan, as a Mike Tomlin guy, as a guy that's got his biography sitting next to my bed that's halfway read. I think he's a great leader of men. But if I'm Art Rooney, the owner, if this season continues to progress the way it is, I'm going to go to him and say, look, we're going to hire a defensive coordinator that's going to have their own philosophy, that's seasoned, a veteran, and it might not be one of your buddies.
Right. Now, let me ask you this. Would you bring in Kyler Murray as your quarterback?
He's a Raider, dude. No. He's a Raider.
Yeah.
If you want to play this clip later, you can, but I've been saying it since the beginning of the season. If it doesn't work out with Kyler Murray this year, he's going to be a Las Vegas Raider.
All right. Well, it'd still be an upgrade over Geno Smith. So,
Yeah, you think, but I mean, Call of Duty comes out in October, so
that could change things a little bit here.
Yeah, Kyler, I find it fascinating that maybe I'm just not seeing it. So I'm not saying it doesn't exist, but if this were happening in Pittsburgh, the press would be all over. Right. Do you guys have an agreement that he's not going to play anymore, that his time is done? Is he really hurt? Is he ever coming back? It's been crickets out of the.
I don't want anything to do with Kyler Murray.
They announced today he's out for the season.
Oh, they did? Okay.
Is he?
They said his foot injury is not progressing and he's out for the season.
All right.
Thank you. Well, maybe it's the JJ McCarthy.
I called that one.
Ankle sprain. Yeah.
JJ McCarthy, anybody that's a game manager in college, you probably shouldn't take with the top 10 pick in the MNFL draft there, Ali, because you're not going to probably be more than that. I called it.
Yeah. And this quarterback draft, somebody put this draft as weak. That was supposed to be good. It's supposed to be a great quarterback class. They have all underwhelmed. If your name is not Fernando Mendoza or maybe Dante Moore out of Oregon.
Right.
I don't want the Steelers to reach for one of these other quarterbacks. Fernando
Mendoza sound like a Spanish explorer in like the 1600s or something. Like he was like trading with like Lewis and Clark or something. And they're like, the Fernando Mendoza tour.
He sounds like the guy from Princess Bride that he's not. My name is Fernando Mendoza. You killed my father.
What was his real name in the movie?
Inigo Montoya.
Yeah. And he has to say that to everybody. And it's like, stop saying that.
I have a secret too. I am not left-handed.
Yes, I am not left-handed. An all-time underrated movie. Really is.
Yeah. So no reaching for quarterbacks. We might have another geriatric guy next year, but if we can't stop the run and play good defense, then what does it matter?
I got one for you real quick, and then we're going to back to Arizona sports. I know who you should bring in next year. I got it. I got it.
Anthony Richardson.
No, you need to stay with what got you this far. Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco, starting quarterback, Pittsburgh Steelers. Let's make it happen.
Hey, at least he won't beat us once a year like he does every single year.
That's true. That's true.
That's one win. Hey,
Now,
Joe Flacco, man. You got to give that guy credit.
I love Joe Flacco. I thought all these years people gave Joe Flacco way too much crap. Is he elite? No. But wins a lot
Too
of
much
games.
flack for Flacco? Is that what you're saying?
He's getting way too much flax.
You know what he said recently that really resonated with me? When I was a young man of like your age, Mike.
Yeah, what do you got?
The thought of sitting alone in a restaurant. I'm like, why is that guy sitting alone? Like, what's that poor dude? Like, I feel so bad for him.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm a little bit older, and our comment section can chime in on this. I'm 54, man. I see a guy sitting alone in a restaurant. I'm like, damn, you're a lucky son of a bitch.
I give him a salute emoji when I see
that's the best.
Yeah.
Going to a restaurant, eating by yourself. That's a level of maturity and wisdom that you hope to reach earlier in age.
And self-awareness as well, that I don't care what you think. I am here to enjoy. I'm here to pleasure myself. Pleasure myself. That sounds terrible. No, I'm not here to pleasure myself. Well, I mean, whatever. Yeah, you guys know what I'm saying. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Championship package. I'm here to pleasure myself. I think there's a good cutaway that Cody can do.
Front pipe. I mean,
yeah. We
what
can
else?
edit that. Oh, this is going to be magnificent.
Exactly. It's like an advertisement.
Mike Luke on with Ali can't stop talking about his member the entire show and just cut him up.
It literally is. It's turning into smut. Okay. So now let's talk. What I think is interesting about this defense, though, is how good the secondary is. Now, again, that's not interesting because I think we knew that as well. But at the same time, it really goes to show you, too, it's allowed Danny G to be able to be far more aggressive because almost everybody back there is a stud. They're all good. You look at it, all the safeties are obviously awesome. Stukes is a beast. Javion Cole, once he started getting going, they've got 5-6 guys in the secondary that can all really play, Ollie.
No, for sure. And then, when there's an injury, Dansby stepped in and did a great job.
Barnes.
In fact, for the two guys that were first team all Big-12, and Dalton Johnson and Traydon Stukes.
Hey.
If you would have asked me, like, we're going to have a DB in the first team all Big-12, I would have thought it was Genesis Smith, right? Yeah. What it allows Coach Gonzalez to do is, if you're having trouble stopping the run, you got to dedicate more guys, more of that front seven to stopping the run, whether it's a run blitz or being in the box. And he was able to do that because he had guys on the back end that could cover one-on-one. So it gave him the flexibility to make those adjustments so we could put teams in conflict in second and long situations instead of 2nd and 2.
If you're an NFL team right now and you got to win one game, are you taking Russell Wilson or Noah Fifita?
Oh, dude, I'm not taking Russell Wilson. I
right.
don't do drugs. Yeah, taking Noah Fifita.
Yeah, okay. I was just making sure. At least he's got. Yeah. That's the other thing about Noah that I think is a little bit underrated. I remember talking with Akina about this last year. And I don't think he would care because, well, whatever. And he was telling me, he's like, what people don't understand about it, and he would call him the little guy, but he was said in a term of endearment. He said, what people don't understand about the little guy is he can make every throw that somebody that's 6'5" can make. He said there is not a play in that arsenal that he can't make. And I think that's just something that's interesting. It's not like this is like a crappy quarterback that was on the Cowboys for all those years. It was at Boise State that could only throw like 8 yards. He's a coach now. The lefty.
Not hitting me.
Oh, come on.
Peterson?
No, he's a lefty from Boise State. What was his name? It's going to drive me up a wall now. He's a coach. Somebody in the comments, help me. Kellen Moore.
Boom. Kellen Moore was a lefty?
Kellen Moore was a lefty. Yes.
I didn't know that.
Take that, Rick Trimmer. I beat you to it. All right. But Kellen Moore could only throw the ball like 20 yards in the air. Noah Fifita can throw the ball. He can make all the throws. So that's something else. He's not going in there not being able to make the throws. We're like, man, we only got to have a 20-yard playbook because this guy can't make the throws. That's another thing that I find interesting, at least.
Well, I just, you asked earlier, do I think he could be successful at the next level? Like, if you just put blinders on and you didn't look at height, just mechanics, bros, statistics, would you say there was name me the better quarterback in the nation?
No, I can't. I agree.
Forget about size and all that.
I've thought about this a lot. I can't.
I mean, you got Ty Simpson at Alabama. He's been pretty good, but Noah's been better. And you're going to go, well, SEC competition.
I don't care about miss me with all that crap.
I mean,
Florida State, miss me.
Yeah. You got Mendoza 6'5". He's got he's got all the intangibles. He's smart. He's got the arm. He's played pretty good.
I'll take Noah.
Still take Noah, right? I mean, so maybe Coach Aquino's right. It's just like, he can make all the throws of a 6'5" guy. Then why are you so fixated? You know why you're fixated on it? It's the same reason you're fixated on it with Victor Wembanyama. We've just never seen it before.
It's true. That's a good point. It just never seen it before. Yeah, it's like when you watch. Yeah, that's a great comparison. I'm not going to even try to go above that. It's a great comparison. Yes. Okay. Ollie, you are a man that likes making money for other people. This has always been something of what you've done in professional life and in your betting life. This is true, Ollie.
Yes.
Okay. We're going to get to our week picks here coming up here for our conference championship package games. But first, let's get a couple reads in here. All right. Real quick, everybody's asking me about what happened with Bruce and Tommy Lloyd yesterday. I'm going to say this, and I don't think that Bruce Pascoe is an awesome guy. Tommy Lloyd is an awesome guy. Tommy Lloyd, I have it on very good authority, likes Bruce. Bruce can be a little grating at times. Bruce knows that, but it's all fun and games. I guarantee you at the end of the day, Tommy Lloyd likes Bruce Pascoe, and Bruce Pascoe likes Tommy Lloyd. Do not worry about it. Okay. But
and by the way, there's not another reporter that goes into a basketball facility where all the staff and all the players in unison say, Bruce.
Yes.
He's like Norm from Cheers. So just understand, I don't know what happened yesterday, but nothing happened.
Yeah, nothing happened. And again, Tommy, I'm going to tell a quick Tommy Lloyd story, and this encapsulates Tommy Lloyd and this encapsulates Bruce. And you know Tommy Lloyd a lot better than I do. I'm just talking about something I saw from a bird's eye. I don't know if it could be a bird's eye view if I was right there, like straight on view. Okay. So we're at a conference tournament or a high school tournament, and this is in Phoenix. And Bruce and Tommy Lloyd is there working. He is there watching Cody Williams. And Bruce goes up to him and he says, hey, I need to be able to get, I need some quotes for an article. And then he says, Bruce, let me do this and let's circle back around in about an hour, something like that. Bruce says, well, here, how about I just steal 5 minutes from you? So Tommy's like, you tell he didn't want to do it, but he just did it. 45 minutes later, Bruce is still talking to him. And then, so Tommy says, well, Bruce, I gotta head to the hotel. And then, I'll see you later. Bruce follows him to the hotel. And then about 15 minutes later, we see Bruce walking back with Tommy Lloyd. So it's just funny how that's how Bruce is. Tommy Lloyd likes him. It's nothing serious. Just I'll put it at that. That's all. Okay. Now let's get a couple reads in here. Sorry, Cody. I'm making you work double time right now. All right. Longview. Andre Veras. I will endorse Ali Farhang. I will never endorse Andre Veras. I will highly recommend him, though. Give Andre a call at 520-325-3456 and reference the AZ12 podcast for a complimentary initial meeting. That you recently changed jobs. Let's talk you through your old 401k and learn more about your new employer retirement plan. Trying to balance your savings with your kids' college funds. Andre is the man for that. Again, I will not endorse Andre Veras, but I will highly recommend it. Some of that legalese stuff. So check it out. Longview and there you go. Check it out. Insurance investments. Okay. Now what else? All right, Copal. That's where we're having another watch party, everybody. It was awesome. This last watch party we had. We're gonna have one for the Alabama game. Copal, Mexican food delivered. And if you mentioned Mike Lou, you can get one of these free elote ribs. I had no clue what an elote rib was until I saw it. It's basically like a corn rib. It looks good. Ollie, have you had an elote rib before?
I'm not a fan of the mayonnaise, so I stay away from elote because usually there's mayonnaise on there. So.
Yeah, don't get the mayonnaise. I don't get the mayonnaise either. I order it without it. Okay, yeah. Book your next large party or corporate event with Copal. Mexican food delivered nationwide at mymexicanmenu.com. Use code AZ12 for 10% off your order. Check it out. Boom. Dennis, just watch the first 10 minutes from Tommy's presser yesterday. It's good. All right, now Comfort X HVAC. Do you have air conditioning, Ollie?
I do.
Okay, good. There's some people in there that do not have air conditioning in this chat. And I don't know how they do it. I don't know how it is. It's a problem. It's an issue. 50% furnace tune-ups, 10% off when you mention the AZ12 podcast, installation, replacement, service, emergency repairs. These guys are so good at what they do. I would destroy my air conditioning unit just to be able to bring them in and have them rebuild it better. That's how good these people are at what they do. Comfort X HVAC. Check it out. Back the vac. Okay. Now, it's time to get our picks in, Ollie. You ready for our conference championship picks?
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it. All right, Cody, pull them up. And Ollie's a professional bettor, so take Ollie's word over mine. All right, I don't even know who the hell these two teams are at the top. What is this?
That's Tulane and North Texas, buddy.
All right, yeah. What is North Texas? The Golden Bears?
It's the green. It's green. I don't know. That's where me Joe Green went to college.
Yeah. Okay.
Something. Yeah.
All right, we're going to
Green Wave versus the North Texas.
Right. Tulane just lost their coach. I'm going with Tulane.
Tulane is a very good team. I want to know point spreads. That's what I'm looking for right now. I'm not going to just give you.
Oh, Ollie, don't cheat. Ollie, just look at it. You just wing it like me. We're going live.
All right, Tulane it is. We're going to go head up, huh?
Yeah. All right, we're going to go head up. Hey, you know what we're going to do? I'm going to bet. We should have a fun bet on this one, Ollie. It's a fun one.
Lunch.
Yeah, bet a lunch. Yeah, bet a lunch. Yep. All right, we're betting a lunch on this. Whose picks are better?
So
all right.
I also got Jason's picks on this, so we can have, for record's sake,
right.
Jason took North Texas.
All right, thanks. He's wrong. Okay, now UNLV and Boise State. So
I'm going to take UNLV's a good football team. I think they may have already beaten Boise State, and they're getting points. It says they're getting 5.5 points. I was going to take UNLV in the points, but I'm going to take UNLV to beat Boise State.
All right, you're taking. Okay, I'm taking Boise State. This is our first one. I am taking Boise State. Man, I keep getting calls from Trico Electric. Buzz off. I've never used you in my life, and I'm definitely not using you now.
Sorry. Maybe they want to be a sponsor, man. Hold on.
Here I am crapping on it.
Yeah.
Keep calling. Yeah, sorry. Trico Electric. Just call me a different way. Okay. Boise's. I'm going Boise State. All right. Now. All right, here's where it gets good.
Shear also had Boise State.
Yeah, I figured that one. Okay, what do we got? All right, now what do we got? All right. Man, these are some crap games. Okay, so you got, what is this?
Western Michigan versus Miami of Ohio. Two teams that could be in the Arizona Bowl. Snoop Dogg Arizona Bowl, December 27th. For all of you on the comments, I hope you get your tickets and come to the best damn football game with Snoop Dogg.
Can you give us any kind of insight on the Arizona Bowl as to who you might be looking at right now? Or no, is that like a state secret?
I mean, it's a state secret, but I just told you these are two teams in the MAC. Potentially, one of them could be playing in the Snoop Dogg Arizona Bowl.
All right, I got to give you, I know who you should bring back, Ollie. And like I said, take my business acumen against yours at your own peril. But I'm going to tell you this, Ollie. You need to bring back Wyoming. You need to have them here every single year. Those people are amazing.
They're amazing. I just need them to win 8 games.
Did they not win 8 games this year?
They won like 3. They weren't even bowl eligible.
All right. Well, sorry.
But, we'll see. But, we got second of a 3-year deal with Snoop being in Tucson. So my job is not just to have the best football game, but schools that will bring fans to the stadium. So we had 40,000 in our stadium last year. I want 44,000. I want that entire lower bowl packed. So those of you in Tucson, man, this is a cool thing for our community. All net proceeds from this game go to local charities. I don't make a dime off this. This is my legacy, my give back to the community. And I think that if we can pack that stadium like we did last year, I can get Snoop to come back for not just next year, but for more years to come.
Yeah, and you got to hang out with some of Snoop's entourage as well, Ollie. It was awesome to see.
I hung out with Snoop all day.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, it's fun.
That.
Can't wait to do it again.
All right, I'm going with Dave. Was Dave Western or Central Michigan? I can never remember that.
Dave was Central Michigan.
All right, well, in the spirit of Dave, I'm going Western Michigan in this. I am going, what are they, the Broncos?
The Broncos, yeah.
All right, I'm going Western Michigan right here. What do you got, Ollie?
Give me the Miami of Ohio Redhawks and defending Snoop Dogg Arizona Bowl champions.
Yeah, okay. Now, is anybody out there, if you know who Devin Davis is, then you get a lot of credit. Do you remember Devin Davis?
Was he quarterback?
No. When Arizona lost to Miami of Ohio in '95.
Oh, yeah, yes.
Guy that had like
Yes.
It had like 20,000 points. Yeah, it sucked. Okay.
I remember that Santa Clara basketball game, and everybody talks about Steve Nash, and he didn't really play that great. It was that guy Woolridge
guy. It was that surfer guy.
Well, it was the point guard, the black point guard, Woolridge.
Yeah, he was very good, and there was like a 6'8" white guy that had like 17 and 14. You know who else was on that team, Ollie?
Who?
Randy Wynn.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, that game really sucked.
Yeah, no, I almost died that game. Did I tell you that?
No.
I choked on a chicken bone.
Are you serious?
Yeah. My dad had to like flip me upside over and everything. I almost died that game. And then I got scared of eating for like 6 months, and I went from 65 to 55 pounds. And I had to go get like therapy and everything because I was terrified of eating after that. I recovered nicely, but
yeah, you've done very well. You still kind of stay away from the chicken with bones.
No, I just try not to watch a U of A first round game as a 10-year-old or a 9-year-old, and try to stay away from that one though. But yeah, almost Chris Mills' last game in the U of A.
That's right. Well, again, I'm a guy that puts it out there. I just want to make sure everybody's aware that in August, I made my hotel reservation for Indianapolis during the Final Four. So take that for what you will. From the guy that predicted Arizona was going to go 9-3.
You're a man of action. We like that. I mean, hey, wait a second. You called Mike Tomlin a leader of men. Ollie Farhang, leader of men. Mike Tomlin looks up to that leader of men. Mike Tomlin did not ever think Arizona was going 9-3. I guarantee you that.
I'm sure he never thought of it whatsoever.
That proves my point. He never, he didn't think he didn't even know what you had already proclaimed.
Right. Well, okay. I wish he would bring me on his staff. I could help him with some stuff.
Yeah, no, it'd be, I was going to say, yeah. Oh, they should hire you, Ollie. You could be the team lawyer.
Special consultant, man.
Oh, that's awesome. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Now we got Duke and we got Virginia. Duke being in like championship games is weird to me in football. I'm taking Virginia for that very reason.
You know, the ACC tiebreaker, you guys need to work on a little bit. The fact that you got, actually, this might work out good for Arizona because we are going to end up in the Holiday Bowl against maybe Miami, or if Virginia loses, maybe Virginia. But right now, everything's pointing to Arizona, Miami in the Holiday Bowl. Give me Virginia.
Yeah, I'm going with I'm going with Virginia as well here.
It's going to be Miami or Georgia Tech, Luke. It's going to be
Miami,
one of those two.
Miami or Georgia Tech. You're not going SMU or Pittsburgh?
I was thinking Pittsburgh, but I think when I looked a little bit deeper, I think the way the Holiday Bowl is lined up with the ACC, it's got to be a higher ranked team. It might be Pittsburgh, but I think it's going to be Virginia or Miami. Yeah. And it's funny, like we talk about, college football is broken. The bowl games are still done by the way the conferences used to be. You know that, right?
It makes no sense because it's like they're not communicating with each other. Also, does Miami really want Arizona? Because we basically broke Miami for a 5-year period after the Fiesta Bowl. Do they really want to play Arizona again?
No one wants a piece of us right now. We're playing some great football. Yeah. So
yes.
I mean, actually, I think Georgia Tech would be a better football game. I think we kick Miami's ass.
Yeah, I do too. I don't like crystal ball either. I don't think it's very good. Hey, let me ask you this, Ollie. Right now, Ollie Farhang, the great Ollie Farhang, the prognosticator, the lines maker. What would you put Arizona, Alabama as for a betting line?
Alabama would be given like 6.5 or 7.5 points, and I would take them faster than they go away.
You think? Oh wow, interesting. Against Arizona in football,
dude. Alabama. I'm so tired of Alabama. I'm so tired of Georgia. There's so much more parity in college football. I'm so tired of this SEC, ESPN narrative. I get it. It's money, but
it's crap though.
It's crap.
The fact that they've expanded the playoff field and they haven't done anything in the last couple of years, and you always know too when they start complaining about things, like when Nick Saban was complaining that the Big Ten has an unfair NIL advantage. Oh, buzz off with all of that. You literally have ESPN and Kirk Herbstreit crying over you not being able to get 8 teams into the 12-team playoff. Buzz off.
I'm just sick of it. And that's if you want one silver lining of NIL, transfer portal, is that there's more parity. And if you're the SEC and you're going to poach teams because they make you more lucrative from a TV package perspective, right. And it's like, well, we're just tougher. It means more. But hey man, you major league that way. That's your fault.
Yeah, that means
you
nothing.
don't get like if the winner of the SEC should go, the winner of the Big-12 should go, the winner of the ACC should go, the winner of the Big Ten should go. They should have automatic. There should be something that comes with winning your league. Even if Duke wins the ACC, they should go to the playoff.
I agree with that. Totally agree with that. I'm going Georgia in this game. I think Alabama stinks. We have to keep pretending that they're really good. I'm going Georgia in this game.
It's not the same Georgia defense, and Stockton is not a good quarterback.
No, he sucks.
He sucks. So I'm going to take
Alabama. He's going Alabama. He's back in the A.
I'm back in the A, man. I like Ty Simpson, man. I think he's a pretty good quarterback.
All right. Okay. We got one there. All right. GA right there. Yeah. Grad assistant. Okay. Now, let's go. All right, Cody, what do you got? All right. Oh, this is interesting. I'm going to Ohio State in this game, but this isn't your father's Indiana team from last year. They're definitely significantly better than they were last year. Indiana was kind of fake good last year. That, they were good, but whenever they played a good team, they lost by 800 points. That's not the case anymore. I think this game's going to be close, but I'm going to Ohio State.
No, Indiana's for real. And what they did in Oregon, not just winning that game, but they physically manhandled the Ducks. I'm only going to Ohio State because I really love their defense, but Indiana's getting 4 points in this game. This is a field goal game. Could go either way. I'm taking Indiana +4.
Okay, I like it. All right, I like that. All right, Indiana. All right, all right, I like it. Okay, now let's go. We got Texas Tech and we got BYU in this one. I like BYU a lot. I get beat up in the comments a lot. And no, I'm not LDS. I'm Methodist. So, but I think Texas Tech has too much talent. BYU to me is good. Tech just has more talent.
I've got no itist. I'm not an itist of anything.
Right.
The fact that BYU is getting 14.5 points in this game is ludicrous. Take that all day long.
Yes.
And by the way, good vibes going on in BYU with Kalani Sitake staying.
That was awesome.
And BYU, I'm taking Texas Tech to win, but BYU is going to cover. The greatest troll of 2025 is by BYU.
What is that?
They sent a package of crumble cookies to the athletic director of Penn State, and then they took a picture and posted it on X. And if you don't know, Crumble Cookies owner is a BYU alum. He stepped in with the money to keep their head coach Kalani Sitake from leaving for Penn State. So the fact that they send him a Crumble Cookies box,
awesome.
It's kind of like it's just delicious. Good job, BYU. Good job, Cougars.
Too many times too in life, people get away from what actually don't mess with happiness, I guess is my point. Kalani Sitake is an awesome fit at BYU. They love him there. He appears to like it. Go with what go with what brings you happiness. That's why I like Kyle Whittingham so much. Kyle Whittingham could have left a billion different times for another job, and he stayed at Utah. And I think there's a charm to it as well as building up your own program as well, in the manner in which you see fit. Because it's kind of like with Kalen DeBoer. I mean, Kalen DeBoer, if he wins at Alabama, cool. You're just another coach that won at Alabama, whatever. If you win at BYU, Utah, you kind of have your own legacy because Lavelle Edwards has been gone long enough that, somebody else you're going to get credit for that. I like stuff like that.
Yeah. I mean, Kalen DeBoer could have had his name with, Don James, the great Washington coach. I mean, here's the way I look at it. First of all, college football's broken. The calendar's broken. It's run by a bunch of greedy numbskulls who don't want to give away power. And this is what we get from it. I don't blame Lane Kiffin for taking a shot at LSU. I get that.
Right.
But I also understand Kalani Sitake at BYU, Texas Tech. You can win national championships now.
Agreed.
Landscape of college. If the schools put the resources behind you, you can win a national championship. But what you don't have is the microscope and the being on the hot seat all the time at places like LSU, Florida, Penn State, Alabama. I mean, whether you like James Franklin as a guy or not, the guy was 112 and 47 as the Penn State coach. They had one bad year. Yeah. So the difference between BYU and taking that Penn State job is Kalani Sitake could go 10-2 for the next 5 years, and he will be beloved
Exactly.
by Cougars and BYU fans. You go 10-2 for 5 years at Penn State, you're getting fired.
Well, I mean, here's what I keep coming back to with this, and this is
it's ridiculous.
Yeah, since you mentioned Penn State, I think this is a fascinating point. And if I come up with a fascinating point, I like to just beat it home because it's not many fascinating points I come up with. But this is a good one.
Cody, bookmark this so we can use it for later.
Yeah. Bookmark this. This is a red line accountability moment right here. So, Franklin finishes like his last 3 years at Penn State, and off the top of my head, I think it's like he finished ranked 7, 13, and 6 his previous 3 years before this year, and they busted him out. If you're going to fire somebody like that, in my opinion, Ali, and you're a man that's been football and in business, you got to have somebody lined up, and this is no offense to Matt Campbell, but I don't know that I'm firing James Franklin and giving him $50 million to go away to bring in Matt Campbell.
It is a good point you're making. And there's another level to it, Luke.
Oh,
if you're going to fire a Jimmy Sexton client,
yes,
you better make sure you do it the right way, because what Penn State did is they pissed off the most powerful man in college football, which is Jimmy Sexton, who's an agent. And James Franklin getting fired at Penn State and coaches turning their back on Penn State when they were approached has made them $170 million.
Yes, that's a great point. That's a
And
great
Jimmy
point.
Sexton was pissed about the way James Franklin's exit was. And he's like, you know what, guys? F you. I'm not letting any of my clients go to your place. I'm going to leverage you to get them better contracts where they are. And I like what Campbell. I like him.
Yeah, he's good, but that's
I don't know. But that guy's had a press conference where he said, I've never said the word win.
Right.
Have you ever heard me say the word win? I want us to be the best versions of ourselves that we can be. I want us to be the best team that we can be, the best version of a team. Those other things will come with it. But I'd never talk about wins and losses. How's that going to play?
Yeah, that
with
doesn't
Penn
work.
State fans, right?
That doesn't work. That doesn't work at all. So it is what it is. But I agree with you on that one, Ollie. You are a smart man. Okay, now, do we have any more games, Cody? Or are we good? I think we're good. Okay. Now, I want to get to some basketball because here's the thing, Ollie. We know that we are a football school here at the U of A. This has been well established, but we're also a basketball school. There's some good things going on here. Cody.
Yep. Before we get to the reads, I did have a note on James Franklin. He also had crumble cookies as his signing day treat.
He did.
Making fun of Penn State.
Yummy, yummy in my tummy. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Now, all right. Hey, Ollie, I don't know if you've seen this read before, but we're going to need you to work on your static here. Everybody in there, we're going to have to show Ollie how we do this. Welcome to the Rock. Let's hear some static, Ollie. Come on.
No.
Green Valley Decorative Rock. Well, hey, want to hear my Sean Connery impression? Welcome to the Rock. Yeah. Okay. 2 convenient locations, Tucson plus Green Valley. Now, there's a lot of idiots out there that think it's just that Green Valley Decorative Rock is just in Green Valley. These people are on the run right now. They are not, we're not happy about this at all because they know that it's also in Tucson. It's east of Benson, Sierra Vista, west of Marana, south of Nogales, north to Oracle, serving residents and contractors, 50 plus locally sourced landscaping materials. They just had their best month on record. Check it out. Green Valley Decorative Rock. Back the rock, baby. All right. Okay.
Hey, Luke, I got a proposition for you.
Yeah, you're propositioning me?
I am propositioning you. I mean, we've already talked around it. Let's just get to the.
Yeah, let's just
get.
Is this championship?
Any of your sponsors, if they want to send their employees as a nice end of the year thank you to the Snoop Dogg Arizona Bowl, I will make sure that they get discounted tickets for their employees.
Wow. Oh, let me Cody, write that down. I don't have a pen. Write that down. That's awesome.
So you just tell them to get in contact with me and I will take good care of them.
Yeah, no, that's fantastic. Very much appreciate that. The Ollie with the best comeback ever. No, that was awesome. Okay. Now the Tucson Family Food Project. This is good stuff going on here. Direct aid plus life skills development, cooking, nutrition. Currently they're giving 255 meal kits per week. 2026 goal is 1,000 meal kits per week. Look at these. Hey, Ollie, what does it look like she's cooking there?
Actually looks like a Persian dish that we make from like a tomato stew with meat and eggplant and some like fried potatoes. That's actually what it looks like, but I don't think it's that.
No, I think it's a fajita. I thought it was spaghetti, but I think it's not spaghetti. I think it's a fajita. People are saying. Also, look at that skull in the background as well. That skull looks very hungry.
Wow, Tucson sugar skull. There we go.
Yeah, it's like a sugar skull. Get it? Get it? Okay. Yeah. Check it out, though. Tucson Family Food Project. And again, our good pal Cheryl, she will donate. Donations made with AZ12 comment will be matched cumulative up to $10,000. It's a very good cause. Go ahead and do it. Very much appreciate you all. Okay. All right. We've talked about this before, Ollie, but after World War II, you had a lot of people coming home from the battlefront looking to have kids, looking to get frisky. You know, they're like, you know what? I'm ready to start my family, ready to get started. The same type of movement is happening now with people that are buying these shirts, not just a football school, AZ12 podcast. Listen, when you get it, if you get it for your lovely lady, your girlfriend, whatever, they are probably going to want to expand their family because it is so exciting to get these shirts right here. Not just a football school, AZ12. These things are going like hotcakes. Pick them out. And no, the lady doesn't come actually with the shirt. It's just the shirt. Okay. AZ12 podcast at shop4thwall.com. Check it out.
That lady actually is Land's sister.
Yeah. I think it's more likely because we haven't confirmed that isn't Land's sister right there. We confirmed the other one isn't. Yes. Right. All right. Ollie, I thought before the season, and I get caught into this, I thought this was going to be Tommy Lloyd's best team. I think that Arizona had some things. Last year, I thought last year was his toughest team. I really did. I think at the end of the day, this is a team that I don't know that any of his other teams are coming back from 21 down against Oregon in the second round of the playoffs, or in the NCAA tournament. But there were some issues that you had. You needed some talent upgrades at certain positions. You just look across the board right now, and outside of maybe shooting guard, this team's just better.
Well, I think last year was one of Tommy Lloyd's best coaching jobs because the team, a lot of it was based off of Mo Krivas being the center.
Right. And
when he was out for the year, Tommy Lloyd had to adjust, and I thought he did a great job adjusting. Man, this team is really good. And even at shooting guard, we're going to be fine. I keep telling people, Koa Pizza unicorn, to be able to come on as a freshman and compete against Florida, Connecticut, UCLA, that's a rare thing.
And to be built like that, to have that body type, that's not normal.
And if you look at the history of Tommy Lloyd, his teams have always gotten better as the season progresses.
Right.
His freshmen have always gotten better as the season progresses, whether it's Carter Bryant, Kylan Boswell. By January, February, those guys were infinitely better than they were in November.
Right.
So what's exciting for me is not just with Braden Burries, not just with Dwayne Aristode, not just with Karchenkov, but also with Koa Pete. These guys are going to be better in January, February than they are now. And they're pretty damn good right now. So
I don't get the national narrative too, where they're like, well, Arizona, you got to worry because they've already peaked. They haven't come close to peaking. Braden Burries, and I've been saying this all year, is a very good basketball player. Braden Burries has shown about 20% of what he can do. He is going to be significantly better. I mean, you look at Mo. Now, there's a lot of people in here, the comments that hate Mo. They're wrong. Mo's awesome. But there's a lot of guys that are going to continue to get better. Dwayne's going to continue to get better. Yvonne's going to continue to get better. I mean, this team's got a lot of room for improvement there, Mr. Ollie.
Yeah, and to answer, I think La Jolla's question, I don't think Krivas is going to be a lottery pick, but I do think he's going to go in the first round.
Yeah.
And I think that this, again, we talked about it with Arizona football. Look, you got a lot of great ingredients. The secret is, how does the chef put them together, and do they complement each other? And does everybody understand their roles, and do they do their job? And all the egos you get. Tommy Lloyd's always been able to navigate that. So I'm just going by objective data that this team is going to be close. They're going to develop. They're going to have the chemistry. Guys are going to know what their job is. And where we are right now, we're pretty damn good. But again, what I'm most excited about is we're not even seeing the best version of this team for another 2-3 months.
Well, exactly. And so you got Auburn coming in here as well. Arizona, I think, opened as a 7.5-point favorite. That's about where I would put it. I'm going to say this. I get a lot of people now, they're like, oh, Auburn sucks. Auburn does not suck. Auburn is dangerous. Auburn is a top 25 team. Arizona's got to bring it. I think Arizona will win. but this is another good win. You're going to have so many wins at the end of the season too that are going to age. And I know UCLA is not that good. I get it. I still think Florida's good. UConn is obviously really good. Auburn's good. Alabama's good. A lot of teams at the Big 12. Arizona's getting a little bit of room on their resume right now, Mr. Ali, to just kind of keep pushing that one in there. I like seeing it.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's I guess I'm taking Matt Campbell's approach. Is like, what can I do as an individual? What can we do as a team to be the best version of ourselves? The team we're playing are faceless, nameless, gray boxes. It doesn't matter what they do. It matters about us, what we do and what we control. And, I think our front court is strong, obviously. Jaden Bradley, again, another reason I don't listen to any sports pundits. Like, you guys don't know what you're talking about. He's not one of the top 20 point guards in the nation. You guys don't watch basketball.
Correct.
So if I had, and I'm making it up, right? If I had like one concern, and it's not that big, but it's like, if I had to, you like press me, what's your one biggest question? My biggest question is, what happens if Mo and Toby both get in foul trouble in the same game?
Right.
Then we're gonna have to go with it, but it might be better.
Yeah.
Right. Because then you're playing Co at the center.
Right. You got the center, you got maybe Dwayne or Yvonne at the 4. I mean, you got some position flexibility here, which is very intriguing.
Yeah. So, I mean, we went to Storrs, Connecticut, and out rebounded them by 20. I know they didn't have a guy or a couple guys. But
that guy's come back and he's averaging 4 points a game. The other guy was good enough. I don't miss me with all that crap.
So, I mean, look, men lie, women lie. Numbers don't lie. Money doesn't lie. I bought a hotel for the Final Four. So if you're asking me how I feel about the team, I put my money where my mouth is. This is a Final Four team. This is a potential national championship team. And I want to be there when it happens.
Now, let me ask you this, Ali, before we sign off. So I assume you're back in the A and you're picking the A against Auburn, correct?
Picking the A against Auburn? Absolutely.
Yeah, okay.
It's going to be a physical game, which is like Auburn plays physical. So that's good for us. The best attribute of this team is how mentally tough we are. And you talked about it coming back from 21 against Oregon. I mean, remember, we were down against Florida. We were down against UCLA. We lost leads. We maintained them. This team's mental toughness is the number one thing that I think is its best attribute.
Yeah, for sure. I would totally agree with that. Ollie, what do you got going on before we sign off? What do you, because you got so much stuff on your resume. What do you got going on right now? You obviously got the bowl game. You got a million different things. What's all going on? Your plate is full. Tell us about all your entrees.
Yeah, I mean, well, I got a lot of the legal world. There's a lot of work at my real job, and I'm very grateful and appreciative for all the great clients we have that trust us with their needs. And then, yeah, man, it's like just 100% bowl game, but I'm not going to sit here and tell you like I'm sitting there doing all the work, man. I work with a lot of great people. We got a great staff led by Kim Adair, Eric Rhodes, Del Arvayo, Lissette, Ben Schulich. I mean, they make my job being the guy that does what I do easy. So if you want to know, Luke, I think you figured it out. If you want the secret to life, the secret to success is put really good people around you and good things will happen.
Exactly. Very true. Now, it's been asked, when is Lan coming on? Lan, message me. When do you want to come on? Boom. Okay. Now, a $20 super snap from Vegas Falcon, my guy. Happy Friday, Wildcats. Bear down and beat Auburn. Very much appreciate you, Vegas Falcon. All right. We will be back with you tomorrow on the post-game show at the wee hours of 10 o'clock, most likely. It's a late game. But for the great Ali Farhang, you are the man, Ali. Very much appreciate you. Tell Justin to do a better job of responding to his texts.
I will. And Mike, I have an infinite amount of respect for you. What you've built, I'm so happy for you. I tell you that every time. I know it's not easy, man. Yeah. It's not easy. The work you put in, man, just want you to know there's people out here like watching what you do and are quite impressed by the amount of energy and passion and dedication you put into it. Well, you're one of my favorite dudes, man. I love you.
Yeah, you're the man, Ali. Like I said, Ali and Matt Muehlbach, the two most talented people I've ever met. Honestly, anything that those guys do, follow them. They know what they're doing. But for the great Ali Farhang, again, Check Monday through Friday with the great Justin Spears, the hardest working man in the industry. Justin Spears, 7 to 9, Monday through Friday on 1490. But for Ali, everybody in the comments, you guys are great. Cody behind the scenes making us awesome. You have been listening to the AZ12 podcast. Also, get in there. Little Caesars, baby. Code 1099 bundle. You get a classic pepperoni or cheese pizza, crazy bread, and 2-liter for 1099, or code LCFREECC for a crazy combo with a pizza purchase. All right. For Ali.
One more thing, Mike.
What?
We are going to be doing our 1-year anniversary of the show coming up in a few weeks. I will have a graphic next week for it. But if anyone has any clips, best of Mike clips, best of Sheer clips, or best ad reads, anything like that, get them ready, and I will have an email address for you to send them to starting next week.
All right.
Well, Cody, you do an awesome job too. It shouldn't go without saying. And if you want to throw in that I predicted us go 9-3, I mean, you have my permission.
That is already in there. We weren't going to ask you for permission because it's literally the best. Yes, it goes without. It goes without saying. That's all amazing. Yes. Okay. On that note, though, Land messaged me, by the way. But everybody out there, we'll be back with you tomorrow. TTFN, ta-ta for now. Talk to you soon.